We're not keeping minutes.
Second.
Oh, out of order. All those in favor say aye. Yes, yes.
What's the baby's name?
Fred.
What's the,
Rutherford 2016.
Rutherford
I have
2016?
I have information for you. I'll give it to
Well, I
you.
will Facebook it.
Just a few things before we get started. We've got cards with all the Facebook addresses, World Wide Web addresses. I like saying that, that's why I still say it. My Gmail address for the chairs race. If you haven't figured it out, that's maybe what I'm running for. I figured that would be there.
Or you can share this on the link on your personal Facebook real quick if you want. Post it to.
Not right now. I'm 56 years old. The fact that I even know what that means is pretty amazing. But I don't have 10 minutes to figure it out. I'll post it to the wrong place. IMPD police website or something. All right, we're going to get started. Everybody, thanks for being here. I'm really pleased to see the great crowd. I love to be surrounded by Indiana libertarians and my Indiana friends. Thanks for being here. This is wonderful. It just warms my heart. I am so honored that you all chose to be here on a Thursday night at 7 o'clock at the Antelope Club, which is, as you all know, a great place to be at. But thanks for being here, and I appreciate it. I'm Mark Rutherford. I'm an attorney in Indianapolis, thrasher, bushman, and vocal. Do a lot of business law. But a lot of you know me for the Libertarian Party. State chair for 7 years. Of the Libertarian Party of Indiana. I've been on the Libertarian National Committee for 7 years, being a regional representative, an at-large representative, and national vice chair of the Libertarian National Committee, which is the committee that goes over the Libertarian Party. I'm currently the chairman of the other national committee, which is the Libertarian National Campaign Committee. That's who I am. But I've got somebody really, really important here that I'd like to introduce, and that's Laura Campbell-Betziger. Laura, can you stand up? Come on here, Lauren. I want all the libertarians who are watching this to see who you are. Of course, they know you from Facebook.
Yes.
Good to see you. Glad to hear. Your support is really, really appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks.
Glad you're here. Thank you. Thanks. I'm honored to have some other people here. All of you have a special part of my life. Some of it involves 100th anniversary celebrations at a country club. Don't tell anybody, okay, Chuck? We had a great time there. He was there with me for that. But I'd like to introduce some people who are here. One, the really special person, Joe Hopman. Stand up. Joe is on his... Joe is the chairman of the Libertarian Party of Indiana on your third go-round?
Third go-round.
Thank you. We really appreciate you doing that and all you do for us. Thank you, Joe. Chris Mayo, stand up. He's the local county chair, Libertarian Party of Marion County. We've got at least one person on the Libertarian National Committee here. We have Sam Goldstein, a former state chair of Indiana. Thanks for being here. And I know that I'm slighting a lot of the rest of you by not mentioning you, but there's one other person I need to mention right now. And that's Catherine Cat Miller, my campaign manager. Thank you. I can't do this without you. I'm also pleased to report that as right now, most campaigns and the campaigns you should be doing, we get people who are of significance, who've done a lot of help, who give a lot of support. And I'm honored that I've got two honorary campaign chairs. Brad Kloffenstein, who's a lobbyist, general manager, former executive director of Libertarian Party of Indiana, etc., etc., etc. Thank you for all you do, Brad. And Mike Kniebel, who is active with the Libertarian Party of Nebraska, has been on the Libertarian National Committee. He's from Omaha. He's run a couple of really good races where I think he's almost on the verge of actually winning a council race someday near Omaha, and that's wonderful. I'm honored that he's chosen to agree to be one of the honorary co-chairs. So as you all probably have figured out, or a lot of you, I am running in 2016 for the Libertarian National Committee chairmanship. That's going to be in Orlando at the end of May. Be a fun time down there. But why am I running? Why am I running? The reason I'm running is it's about being effective, it's about being inclusive. It's about creating an organization that is a political party, that gets things done, that finds the resources, that helps build the party to the point where it becomes a national political party. The national political party also helps the state affiliates because it helps garner resources. And if that happens, the state parties can help their county affiliates, their parish affiliates, etc., and make everybody stronger. But you have to have somebody in there who has the experience to do so. Somebody like me who's been on the Libertarian National Committee for 7 years, served as the Libertarian National Vice Chair in the past. You have to have somebody who's effective. I've been head, the chairman, the president of over 13 organizations in my lifetime. So I can do it, and all of them have been able to be effective. I've been inclusive. You don't be a president or a chairman of that many organizations unless people think that you're going to get all the interests together and work with them to try to find out their common goals and to get to where you need. You have to have somebody who can do that, and I have had the experience and background to do that. Those of you who remember the Libertarian Party of Indiana, it's like any political party. But I reached out to all different types of people to try to get them involved. Some people who never thought that they should be involved with the Libertarian Party now have been involved for years because I reached out and brought them in to show the commonality of everybody. But the thing you have to remember, and I have to remember as the chairman or as the president of an organization, is that I am resting on all of your shoulders. It's all of you that makes things important. It's all of you that helps to me to be the leader and you to be leaders and for Chris Mayo and Joe Hoffman to be successful. I've been the chairman of the Indiana Public Defender Commission for 8 years now. Why? Because I'm a libertarian. It's because I was effective. It's because I'm inclusive. I'm inclusive. I know Republicans, I know Democrats, I know Libertarians. I assume they did it not because they wanted to put somebody ineffective there, but Governor Daniels appointed me in a non-Republican slot. He could have picked lots of Democrats for that slot. He picked me, a Libertarian. It doesn't happen if they don't know that you're effective. It doesn't happen if they don't know that you can work with people. And guess what? I'm the chairman. I've got on that commission state senators, state representatives, judges, lawyers, and we all work together to move everything forward, even though we're from different political parties. We may have different approaches. We find commonality. But here's the beautiful thing about it, and here's why we should do what we do. It's amazing when you're the chairman, how you can influence the group to be more libertarian because you're the chairman. That's what we're doing. John Maynard Keynes, he's wrong some of the time he's not. But the thing I like best about him is he called politicians and officials madmen in authority. That's what he called them. Now, not all are that way. Some are fine. But a lot of them, we all complain about them. And since 1972, the Libertarian Party has not been taking those positions, removing the madmen from authority by putting us in there, not because we're madmen, but because Keynes is wrong. You don't have to be a madman in authority. You can be a politician, you can be an office holder, and you can do it without abusing authority and being rational and doing what's right and what's best. But we have to be able to be effective and inclusive. We have to include everybody who, at the minimum, scores in the world's smallest political quiz. How many of you have taken it? Most of you here have taken it. Many of you I've given it to. If you're there as a libertarian, those are the people I want to support. Those are the people I want to include in the Libertarian Party. Those are the people that if they will do what needs to be done to run campaigns that will either slay the foundation for libertarians to be elected or get elected yourself, that's who I want to support. You have to be a political party. You can't be narrow, you can't be exclusive, you can't rely on rules and beliefs and principles that change daily. You can't do it. It can't have the creed that is the creed for your group this day and the creed the next day. You have to be inclusive. I believe that I'm the person who can work with that, to work with the Libertarian National Committee to get them to that point. A lot of you think the Libertarian National Committee and the chairman has a lot of power. Well, here's the beauty about the Libertarian National Committee, and those of you who've been on it, Joe, you served your time, Libertarian National Committee, Sam's on it now, is that the chair cannot be effective unless it gets everybody working together, as many people as possible. It's designed that way, because that's the way you should be. That's the fair way to be, so that more people can participate in it. But if you want to be effective and inclusive, you've got to be that way in order to make it work. And I'm the person who's done it over and over again. If you haven't received it already, it'll be posted on my Facebook page and on Twitter, having a YouTube page, www.mwrutherford2016.com. That's the lawyer for you. That's making the appellate record. www.mwrutherford2016.com. That's my webpage for the chairs race. There's a donation page. These things are expensive. I've got to fly around the country in the next 90 days. I've got to get people like Kat and others, because they're going to have expenses as we put this together and get the word out about the campaign. Go there, and here's the thing, and you all know this. If all of you give $10, that makes a huge dent. Every gift helps. Every gift helps, because this is a low five figures campaign. It's the way they are now, and I need your help to do that. So it's my honor that you're all here to celebrate this. I want you to have a good time afterwards. Thanks for being at the Antelope Club. I'm Mark Rutherford, running for National Chair of the Libertarian Party. But here's the thing that you all need to remember. If not us in those positions, the madmen and the good people with bad ideas, you've heard that lately if you've been reading the papers. Some good people with good ideas, but there's not enough of them to get the support that they need. We need to be the people that taking those positions away from the madmen in authority that are causing the problems. If we don't do what needs to be done with communication, we're not going to get there. But what I do know, that being in Indiana, I think at last count, we've elected 22 different people in the local offices since 1998. Thank you all. Wouldn't have happened without all of you working. That wouldn't have happened. The last thing I want to mention here is that we've got one guy here. I was hoping to be a couple others, but I know schedules get really knocked out. Rex Bell has run for office over and over again. He's doing it again. You had a really good vote total last time you ran for county commissioner. Almost beat the Democrat. The Republican was pretty strong, but you made it a very scary race for a lot of people. That's what you need to do. Thank you, Rex, for all you do. Thank you all for being here. We also have Ed Coleman here, City County Councilor, Libertarian. Thank you, Indiana City of Indianapolis. And what can you do to help? Give a little bit of money, volunteer time, but tell people who are going to Orlando, or know people who are going to Orlando, that they should look at my Facebook page, webpage, tell them about me, tell them what you like about me, tell them what it is you think, why I should be the chairman of the Libertarian National Committee. Talk to people, social media. That'll be very helpful. Thanks for being here. Now, everybody, go drink. Those of you live streaming it, go drink too. Have some food. Have a good time. Thank you all.